Diets and workouts, you've done the work, so why can't you get to your goal weight? That's because up to 70% of your weight is predetermined by your genetics. So while you've been told that it's all about your willpower, you're actually fighting your biology. Don't do it alone. Found's Doctor Design program uses medication as part of a treatment plan that targets your body's unique biological needs, so that your body works with you and not against you. Take the quiz at joinfound.com to see if Found's weight loss program is right for you.
The following is a GoPowerCat.com and Spirit Street production. You've discovered your link to GoPowerCat.com's PowerCat Overtime podcast, presented by Fridge Wholesale Liquor, and it starts right now. Now, let's go to the WTC Gig-Powered Studios. Here's your host, GoPowerCat.com publisher, Tim Fitzgerald.
Welcome to the Overtime. It's the Overtime. It's Friday. It's not Friday when we record this. It's earlier in the week. This edition is brought to you by Alka-Seltzer Cold Formula Orange Zest. I have a sip of it right now.
Which Fitz is now going to drink in the middle of it. You didn't even let the things dissolve.
So? You don't have to... You can do as you please.
Don't you want the full medicine?
I don't need rules. Well, I'm going to drink it all. I just start drinking it before they're all dissolved.
What makes you think you don't get the full medicine?
I mean, if there's medicine...
If I just swallow the Alka-Seltzer tablets, they will dissolve in my stomach.
I mean, you telling me half an ibuprofen does the same as one ibuprofen?
But you don't get what we're saying.
I'm taking it all.
I'm just saying I would have let the whole thing dissolve first.
Whether it's dissolved or not, it still goes in my body.
So you're going to drink them without any liquid in there? Even if they're not dissolved yet?
Well, you could, but I'm not.
Oh, okay. Well, if you're going to, I thought you were going to finish that thing off right there before they dissolved.
I don't need your rules. I've got my own rules. I live by those rules. The rules of the jungle. There's one of my gulps.
Wow, that was very loud.
Yummy.
Get to the fridge. It is yummy. I need some whiskey is what I need. I need to treat this Old West style. Give me a whiskey.
Fair enough.
I'm not really sick. What's that?
Ooh, smell some more.
That's Alka-Seltzer. I'm not really that sick.
Great ad placement for Alka-Seltzer.
It's just kind of trying to fight it off, so I'm not real sick. This is a simple truth about sports writers, sports journalists. Once we get through the busy season, like football, or sometimes football and basketball, that's when our bodies go, now? I can be sick now? And that's exactly what we're seeing. Ryan Black's been sick. Hell, Matt Walter's appendix just gave out on him.
What?
Got appendicitis.
Why do I feel like he needed that probably 3 weeks ago? And he just was like, let me get through the bowl game.
You don't really fight through an appendicitis.
Matt Walters can do anything.
Matt Walters can do anything.
Say what?
Huh. Never thought I'd hear that.
So the fridge.
Yeah, the fridge. They probably have orange zest vodka.
Yummy, I want some.
Get in there. Say, I want something orangey. Fitz said fruity vodkas are manly.
He's absolutely right.
Okay.
I'm just going to let him get himself out of that one.
I don't know. This is the Overtime. Look, folks, I'm just kind of feeling blue this week. And orange. Kind of like Boise State over here. Basketball isn't fun. Football season's over.
Blah, 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 blah.
And I don't feel well.
Oh, you poor thing.
This is the Overtime Podcast. Enjoy this.
Everybody just turned it off.
It's going to be great. It's going to be fun. You ask us questions, and we're going to answer them. Zach, read some of those questions. I don't know how to get out of this.
From GPC Fritch, greetings.
What?
Big fan and longtime subscriber.
Who is this guy?
I don't know. Until we find out, keep a lid on it.
K-State's black jerseys reminded me of my favorite NBA team, the San Antonio Spurs. What do you believe would be the outcome if the 1994 version of David Robinson and 2002 version of Tim Duncan played a game of 2 against 4, of the 2020 version of McCall Mayween, Levi Stockard, James Love III, and Nigel Shadd in a half-court game of pickup basketball on an asphalt surface? First team to 21 wins.
You're going to need a bigger boat.
Damn, D.
I wonder if you could put some more detail into this question.
It's like him asking a question at a press conference.
And the surface is asphalt.
Look, number one, it's 2-on-3 already. James Love isn't playing.
It's 2-on-4. Oh,
James Love isn't playing. It's 2-on-3.
Well, Nigel Shadd is suited up. It's still 2-on-2.
It's an easy shutout.
Yeah, if it's the 2020 version, somebody's wearing a sweatsuit. So, but if they're healthy, if it was really 2-on-4, yes, the 4 would win.
I disagree.
Even against Tim Duncan and David Robinson.
I very hardly disagree. David Robinson in his prime, I would stick him right at the bucket, and I would say anything that comes near this, you swat it. Tim Duncan, you're good. Those are two of the best big men to ever play the game right there.
The problem with that alignment is you need to shoot over them, and nobody can consistently make it. Mac shoots a little bit better than you think, but you get inside 10 feet, they're going to block your shot.
It might not be a shutout, but it would definitely be a blowout.
Somebody'd cry.
It's not hard to get movement from 4 guys against 2.
Have you seen these guys move? No, you haven't actually seen 2 of them move.
Okay. That's fair.
Again, David Robinson at the bucket. Just stick his hands up.
Oh, D, you would have to go bring up a guy from the Naval Academy, wouldn't you?
Does D. Scott Fritchen hate K-State football? I don't know. You tell me.
From I Like Pickles Cat, what food or drink would you most like dumped over your back after a big win?
Did you see what the famous Idaho Potato Bowl did?
French fries?
Yes.
Should have been potatoes.
They captioned it when you asked for a small fry at Five Guys.
Yeah.
Definitely not Gatorade. It's too sugary. I'd get all sticky.
Cheez-Its are great.
That is great.
It's cool, and it doesn't make a mess.
Yeah, it would.
Not on you.
You go to the press conference covered in orange powder.
Cheez-Its, not Cheetos.
You're so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. I'm going to have some more orange zest.
Cheez-Its do not. That's why Cheez-Its are one of the best snack food. They don't have that leftover stuff.
I saw on the TV news that they're afraid they're running out of cheese.
The TV news?
Yeah, it was on TV, and it was some guy saying we're afraid we're running out of cheese.
Is it the cheese wheel on the commercial?
No, it wasn't. It was like a human speaking.
The fake news media?
We are genuinely concerned that we may run out of cheese.
The drive-bys?
It was from Cheez-It. They've come out with a new product, and they're afraid they're going to run out of cheese. And I have not been able to sleep since this.
I think a snack food like a Cheez-It would be good. If it's any liquid, I probably just want water because I don't want to have to, again, very sticky, would ruin a lot of things, would stain a lot of things. I see coaches get dumped red Gatorade over them, and I just cringe.
So does the equipment staff.
I saw the K-State equipment staff had to wash the jerseys the practice jerseys 3 or 4 times after the bowl.
Coach, why did your team play so well today in the Absolute Vodka Bowl? Well, I wanted it dumped on me.
Great.
It's a great victory, and I'm hammered.
Burn.
From Herdez Joe, malls were never a good business model and failed 15 years later than they should have. Agree or no? I disagree.
I want to disagree, but I also feel like I'm not eligible to answer the question.
Have you seen Stranger Things?
Yeah.
That's clearly, malls are fantastic. All kinds of things can go on there.
You could build them in less than a year's time. Secret and
look, 15 years is a way too narrow window. It's more like 25 years. I mean, they were going up in the late 80s.
He's saying they should have died. He's saying they died now, and they should have died in 2004.
15 years ago. I think that's the beginning of the downfall.
2005. 19 or 20. However you look at it.
Fine.
Zach, you're from a real town with a mall.
Yeah.
The Salina Mall is a joke.
What?
Let's
take a crap on the Central Mall.
Look, Manhattan Mall now is about what Salinas Mall was 10 years ago.
Look, here's Manhattan is here, Salina is here. There's 50 feet of crap, and then there's the Hayes Mall down here.
Hayes has a mall?
Hayes has a mall.
What?
It's a joke. Anyways, when you were younger, did you guys do the whole, let's go hang out at the mall thing?
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Is that a thing? It was a thing?
Yeah, man.
Not just portrayed in movies?
No, yeah.
So that's what number one.
I was in a gang.
Sure you were.
Yeah, at Salina Mall, we had gang activity in there.
What was the name of your gang that you were in?
Eastside Painfully Whites.
I'll give you an A+. I'm thinking on the spot.
Yep.
You got kids in there. So, at worst, they're spending money on, food court stuff. Every now and then they're going in and buying some crap that they don't need. But as an adult, it's all right there. You need shoes? Boom. You need a new sport coat? Boom. It's right there. I think malls are a great idea. And honestly, kind of sad that they're dying off.
They're alive and well in cold and hot places. If it's really cold most of the year up north, malls do okay. Vegas, they still have malls. There's one that underneath, next to Planet Hollywood, the Miracle Mile Mall. It's full of stores. But I like it because you can get shoes. Hell, you can get alcohol. You can get water. There's convenience stores in there. There's restaurants in there.
The food court is one of the greatest innovations.
Probably hookers in there. It's Vegas.
Yeah.
Prove me wrong on that.
Malls worked better before the internet because you could set up shop and get a low amount of business to make a living. You didn't need killer business like Kansas City. You could put a mall in Salina or Hayes or Hutch or wherever. But with the internet, being able to order online at will, get it in 2 days, you don't need to go to the mall anymore.
Right. It's kind of sad that they're dying off.
But is it? Because, you go into Manhattan's Mall and you're just like, this used to be...
store.
What'd they open?
Well, that one.
Oh, H&M.
Yeah.
That's been a while. That's weird. That's very weird to me.
I agree.
The mall's dying and H&M just let's tear down half the stores to put in the giant... That store is huge.
When the Manhattan Mall lost Sbarro, I knew things weren't great. If they ever lose Pretzel Maker, all hell will break loose. I love Pretzel Maker.
Man, the glory days of eating at the mall. You can get some Runza. You can get some Sbarro.
I still have never eaten Runza.
It's good.
I don't think... Yeah, no, I haven't either.
We should make a Nebraska
Do you like
No.
Beerox?
Yeah, I love Beerox.
That's what it is.
I don't think I've ever had Beerox.
You never had a Beerock?
It's
Damn.
a pocket filled with beef, cheese, and cabbage and onions.
It's delicious.
Very
Yummy
German
cabbage.
thing. You have enough of those, you want to invade Poland.
Das war ein Befehl! Der Angriff Steiners war ein Befehl! Wer schickt Sie?
I don't know why. It just kind of happens.
From Gato Blanco in Mexico, what does Riley think about the Cowboys' hire of McCarthy?
I love it. It's a good hire. You got a coach who's won.
I wouldn't hire Jenny McCarthy. Just saying, I would hire a football coach.
Bold strategy by the Cowboys to hire Jenny McCarthy.
Whatever her name is, I don't even care. It just works in the joke to pronounce it that way.
I'm just sad they didn't get Lincoln Riley out of the Big 12.
I'm really surprised he hasn't gone.
I don't think he
numbers that Matt Rule just got.
I don't think Dallas actually made as much of a run at him as we thought they were going to. They interviewed two coaches, Marvin Lewis and Mike McCarthy.
Recycling is when we take old trash and make it into something new.
So I mean, I'm sure they reached out to Lincoln Riley. But yeah, $60 million for Matt Rule? You kidding me?
Right, baby. I just bought this truck straight cash. And I got enough cigarettes to last me and my family for the rest of our lives. I'm rich, biatch.
I would have jumped the second that jump. Like, they said apparently he called the Giants, and he was like, hey, I got this offer from the Panthers. Do you want to try to match it? And they were like, well, come in, do the interview. We'll see what we can come up with. And he was like, no, you can match this, or I'm going to go to the Panthers.
I have a sure thing.
Yeah. So I wanted Lincoln Riley in Dallas. I'm very content with Mike McCarthy.
It seems like they were determined to go after a veteran coach.
Yep, that's what Jerry wanted. Stephen Jones was not. One of them was not as obsessed with having a proven coach. One of them was. I forget which way it went. Stephen's the smarter of the two, so.
Yeah. Jerry, not smart.
From Wildcat Pilot 88.
I think he needs more plastic surgery. That's just me, though.
Not Wildcat Pilot 88.
Wildcat Pilot. Yeah.
Pretty rude.
I think he's fabulous.
Picture this nightmare scenario. You're hosting friends for the big game. It's neck and neck in the fourth quarter, and suddenly you realize you're out of drinks. You start to sweat. Your friends start to turn on you. You're forced to go on a last-second drink run and end up missing the game-winning touchdown while in line. Terrifying, isn't it? Luckily, you can avoid the drama with Drizzly, the go-to app for drink delivery. With Drizzly, you can shop a huge selection of beer, wine, and spirits, then get them delivered right to your watch party. Compare prices across multiple stores in your area, find the best deals on game day drinks, and get back to armchair quarterbacking from, you guessed it, your armchair. Download the Drizzly app or go to drizzly.com. That's DRIZLY.com today. Must be 21 plus, not available in all locations.
Imagine the softest sheets you've ever felt. Now imagine them getting even softer over time. I'm here to tell you about Boll & Branch and how you can discover this new level of softness with their iconic sheets. In a recent customer survey, 96% responded that Boll & Branch sheets get softer with every wash. They source the rarest 100% organic cotton for an incredible softness to start. Then they skip the toxins and harsh chemicals for a natural feel unlike anything else, and it all comes together with their signature weave. This special design feels buttery, breathable, and unlocks new levels of softness with every wash, and they stand behind their promise of softness. With their 30-night guarantee, you can wash, style, and sleep in their sheets for an entire month. If during the 30 nights, you don't love your sheets or feel them getting softer and softer, you can send them right back. No questions asked. So head to bollandbranch.com for 15% off your first order with code Odyssey. That's BOLL and branch.com. Exclusions apply. See site for details.
From Wildcat Pilot 88, you have to pick one retired alum to come back and play for one game in their current physical condition. Who are you picking for football and basketball?
I feel like there should be...
Until a couple days ago, it would have been Michael Bishop for football. Poor Mike.
I feel like there should be a disclaimer, like you can't pick somebody in the last 3 years or like
someone who's
Barry Brown. I want Barry Brown. He's playing right now.
Roddy McGruder.
Like, come on, now. That doesn't count. You can't pick them. You have to pick somebody that isn't playing the sport anymore.
Cartier Martin.
Brilliant.
I wonder what shape he's in.
I don't think he's playing anymore.
He's not. Definitely is not.
But he's played recently enough.
I mean, it's been 2 years at least.
I can tell you who I'd pick on football.
Who?
Doesn't currently play.
Not Colin Klein.
Darren Sproles.
Yeah. I wouldn't want Darren Sproles. You kidding me? You hit him one time, he breaks every bone in his body.
No, those are NFL hits.
The man broke his arm and his leg on the same play.
Brittle bone disease.
Can you imagine how painful that would have been? He broke his arm and his leg on one hit.
What's wrong with Darren? Everything hurts.
The left side of his body's just done.
It's like Eugene and Hey Arnold. I'm okay.
Oh, man. I don't know. Is Jake Waters out enough?
Jake Waters is... I picture Jake Waters has a I'm a football coach body now.
A little bit of a gut to him.
A little bit of a gut.
He's been eating that El Paso Mexican food down there and maybe not exercising as much. That's all right. Ben Roethlisberger plays quarterback in the NFL, and he's not in good shape. So
you got a total dad bod.
We'll go with Jake Waters. I saw a video of Clint Stewart cashing some jumpers the other day. Might have to bring him back. He's a shooter.
Yeah. Okay.
I can't think of anybody else.
Not that Marcus wants.
Are we sure Denny Clemente's alive at this point? I have not heard from him in a long time.
I'm certain he plays in like Israel or Iran or something. He
plays in Puerto Rican leagues.
Oh,
which is a pretty decent league.
Is it?
Well, I mean, it's okay. You make a living off of it, but it's mostly Puerto Ricans.
I guess I've never thought of professional Puerto Rican basketball.
I think they got teams named the Jets and Sharks in the Puerto Rican League. That'd be kind of funny. Sharks. That's right, folks. That's a West Side Story reference. This West Side Story reference is brought to you by McCain Auditorium, where all of us nerds go to watch stuff.
I bet if you went back and listened to the tape, Fitz references West Side Story an insane amount in this podcast.
Make a super cut of all of them.
Man, I love that show.
From I Like Pickles Cat.
They all die.
Jeez. From I Like Pickles Cat.
Boy.
Stop it.
You're about to participate in a gladiator fight.
Oh.
What 3 songs do you want to hear before you enter?
I feel like it's really easy. Just go back and watch all the college football songs of the season for like the last 3 years, because they're always, that's how they set up the music videos for them, right? You can do the Let Go is this year's one. And what was last year's?
Walk on Water from a couple years ago.
Whoa. What
Natural?
Natural, yeah.
You want to play Imagine Dragons before you go into a gladiator fight. All right.
Was. A weak or ineffectual person. Was synonyms: pansy, pushover, weakling, wimp. WUSS. Was.
You'll lose.
I don't know. Heavy metal?
I would want traditional gladiator music.
No.
Yeah.
No. That doesn't get me hyped.
Okay.
Not like the Dragons.
Probably
the Dragons.
Enter Sandman.
It's a good one.
Probably something than AC/DC. I can't think of
I didn't realize Mariano Rivera was in this gladiator fight.
I love this song. Then probably really to get me stoked at the end would be some Taylor Swift.
God.
Shake It Off. Shake it off. That will get you pumped for a gladiator fight. Right there.
I keep looking for Taylor Swift songs in my head, but I keep playing Roar by Katy Perry. I don't know.
Why that one?
I'd probably go with that. That's a good choice, too.
Wow.
No, thanks.
Oh, no.
I'd dance, too, before I went out. Just shake my little moneymaker.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
Nope, that's what you call it? Your money maker?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. From Texas Cat 93, in the show King of the Hill, Hank and his buds drink Alamo beer. If Hank and his friends were real people, which Texas beer would they drink, Lone Star or Shiner?
Yep.
I think I'm doing some Lone Star.
But what's his name? Boomhauser?
Yeah,
is that
something like that, man? Yeah.
I never watched King of the Hill.
You never watched King of the Hill?
Pretty good. Yeah.
So I don't know which one they would drink.
I don't think
it's Lone Star cheap.
I feel like Lone Star's cheaper than.
That's what. Yeah.
Whichever one's worse. I've drank Shiner.
Boomhauer. That's his name.
Yeah, man.
He just kind of mumbles a bunch, and everybody knows what he says. It'd have to be Shiner.
No,
it's better.
No, that's why you don't drink it. Lone Star.
I like to think that the guys out on the street have taste.
They would be drinking Natty.
That's exactly what they do. They drink it because it's cheap.
God dang it, Bobby. I can't believe you've never seen King of the Hill.
I mean, I've seen bits and pieces. Not enough to where I am aware of King of the Hill. I know what it is. I'm familiar with the premise of the cartoon show. I have not watched a full episode of it.
I watched so much King of the Hill when I was younger.
Familiar with the premise of the cartoon show.
For my Like Pickles Cat, we have maps here.
We got maps.
Yep. I've distributed those. Which cities least deserve their bowl game or have too many, and which cities deserve one that don't have one?
Dallas has far too many bowls. I didn't even know the Frisco Bowl was a thing, if I'm being honest.
And they play in that soccer stadium, right?
Yeah, they play at FC Dallas.
When did they play this?
I played early.
Yeah, it was the Tropical Smoothie Cafe Frisco Bowl.
Ah, yes. Rather new. Has to be.
They moved the Miami Marlins. It was the game played in that stadium was relocated by ESPN to Frisco. Why I don't know, but that was a few years ago. The Boca Raton Bowl still is there. It was
there's another town,
Miami Gardens. I don't know.
That's weird.
It was some Miami Bowl.
Well, Dallas has far
Miami
too
Beach
many.
Bowl. That's what it was. Yeah,
4 bowl games in one city is too many.
It's crazy looking at the map. You only have 5 bowl games north of like the Mason-Dixon line.
Can I go back to my Dallas point real quick? They have 4 bowls in one city, and only one of them uses the real stadium. Like, come on now.
What do you mean? Oh, like
the Cotton Bowl is an AT&T
No,
stadium.
zero of them use the Cotton Bowl now.
What?
First Responders Bowl is played at SMU now. Yeah. They don't play that at Cotton Bowl anymore.
When I said real stadium, I meant a legit football stadium in 2020. AT&T Stadium.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Well, I mean, 2 of them are
Manji
in
Carter
college
is not legit?
I'm saying if there's a bowl game in Dallas, it should be played at AT&T Stadium.
Oh, for God's sakes.
It's where it should be played. Also, after seeing Honolulu
Cowboys
Stadium in
fans.
person, ugh. It's a dump.
Mm-hmm.
Get rid of that
Bowl.
one.
That's a joke.
Why are you playing the Bahamas?
I love the Reddit thread from the first Bahamas Bowl.
Wasn't that the one where like someone broke in?
They were just walking around. They brought in beer. A couple guys ended up in the Eastern Michigan locker room or one of those teams. I don't know. Just
no security whatsoever.
Yeah. It's crazy looking at the map, seeing how there's 0 bowl games anywhere in the Midwest. Indianapolis has a dome. Minnesota has a dome. St. Louis has a dome.
I think we missed an opportunity here where if...
That's a good point, Zach.
Denver, if they'd built a dome, they could have the Red Box Hot Box Bowl. That would just close up the dome and let everyone smoke weed, and then the guys are playing off a secondary high. I think we're really missing an opportunity here for some entertainment.
That is insane.
You could put a bowl game in T-Mobile Stadium in
It's weird because
Seattle.
if you would have asked me like what bowl games are in the Midwest or upper North, I would have been like none. And then you see it on paper and you're like, holy crap, everything is in the South or the Southwest. So yeah, I would say the Hawaii Bowl needs to go because, first off, doesn't Hawaii have an automatic bid into there?
They don't, but that's where they usually go.
They don't have an automatic bid into it?
Conference.
It's I think it's still the Mountain West.
The stadium's a joke. Either fix it or get rid of it. And move all the Dallas Bulls into AT&T.
Well, the Holiday Bowl is going to run into a problem because their stadium is falling apart and the city won't keep it up. Same reason the Chargers left. So do we end up with a new bowl game in L.A. with the new stadium being built?
I think San Diego State's building a new stadium. And I know they're building a new soccer stadium that they might share. Okay. That's going to be like 30,000 seats or something.
And who even played in the Holiday Bowl this year? Wasn't it two not good teams?
USC and Iowa.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Sorry.
Just sit over there and look pretty, man.
I couldn't remember which bowl that was.
Yeah, it's pretty apparent. And it's not just about the teams want to play in warm weather. It's about the fans don't want to go visit someplace cold.
Yeah. Alabama has 2 bowl games. 3 bowl games. The Birmingham Bowl, the Camellia Bowl, and the Linden Tree Bowl. Amazing. That's too many.
Where's the Camellia Bowl played?
If you put a gun to my head, I couldn't tell you.
Because it's not Mobile and it's not Birmingham. Oh, is it Montgomery?
I guess I'll let you know. One second.
Oh, this is exciting podcasting. Golly.
It is.
3 guys staring at maps.
In Montgomery.
Okay.
Good job.
That was correct.
Basically, that's my answer.
Wherever there's a dome and there's not a bowl game there, put a bowl game there.
Yeah. I'm on with that. I can get on board with that.
The Lucas Oil Bowl.
How is
US
that not
Bank
a thing?
Bowl.
How is that not a thing?
Really?
The Target Bowl at US Bank Stadium.
Yeah.
Come on now. Be better. Be better.
Big 12 and Pac-12 in Indianapolis.
Has to be a Big 10.
Nah, you wouldn't. Would you put a Big 10 bowl in Big 10 country?
No Pac-12 fans are coming.
That's a good point. Maybe you do.
That's my answer.
Whatever. Fitz, anything more?
I'm done with this topic.
Done with this topic.
You guys did a fine job. I'm just thinking about that Red Box Hot Box Bowl.
And making as much noise possible as you fold up this piece of paper into a fake blunt.
Jeez. Yo Mama asks.
I bet she is.
You get word that the liquor store across the street is going out of business and everything is 40% off. What do you buy? By the way, this just happened.
Congratulations, Yo Mama. You have hit the jackpot.
Everything's 40% off?
Yeah.
How's it legal?
Look, here's the thing. Yeah, how is that legal? Is it? I doubt it. Here's the thing. You want to look at it as, all right, what expensive thing can I go buy now that it's 40% off, right? That's the type of angle I think he's taking with this question. I see it another way. I see it as, what do you typically buy? So for you, it's Absolute Citron. For me, it's Crown Royal. For Zach, I don't really know, but it's something. Go with your usual.
It's a spritzer.
It's not, but okay.
Okay, seltzer is the thing now. You have been saying spritzer for weeks.
Spritzer's more fun to say.
Anyways, you go with your usual, and you go in there, and instead of buying 1 bottle, you buy 3 or 4. And it's still gonna be a lot of money at the time. But what you don't realize is you're saving so much money in the long run. If I spent, so what's 40% of 50? 20.
He's doing math. 40% of 50. What's 10% of 50?
Oh. It's $30 is what you're trying to spend here.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Take away 0.
That just wrecked
5.
That just wrecked me.
And then times 4 is 20.
So what I'm saying is, if you get that much, if I could get a bottle of Crown Royal that cheap, and I buy 4 of them, I spend $80 on 4 handles of Crown.
Now you spend 120.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I thought you. Sorry. Yeah.
Sorry, I did the math wrong.
Yes, I had it backwards. Anyways.
Anyhow, but
still, very cheap. You have 4. You have any idea how long that'd take you to go through? Very long time. You're never going to have to buy one at regular price for a significant amount of time. So that's what you do.
At least 4 weeks for you. I don't know if folks know this, but if you want to preserve something, you put it in alcohol. So just go buy alcohol. It won't go bad. This news update is brought to you by the Fridge Wholesale Liquor.
I'd buy something expensive.
Yeah, I would too. That's what I would do.
Dom Perignon. I've always wanted to buy a bottle. But I
feel
don't.
Like you wouldn't even like it. I mean,
no, I probably wouldn't. But it's one of those like flex Like, look at me, I'm drinking this.
Well, the great thing about this is you would send out the Snapchat, look at me, I'm drinking Dom by myself at home.
Is that your house? Why isn't it in a bucket of ice in a club?
Zach, can you do the dishes? Not now, Mom, I'm doing some Dom!
That sounds so dirty, too.
It does.
Doing a guy named Dom? Like,
Yikes.
oh.
This took a quick turn.
It always does with me.
The last question of the podcast from Chris66204. Is that Lenexa? Did we look that up once?
I've never looked it up. I don't know. Let's find
did.
out. 66204.
If you were pinned for a crime that one of the other GPC guys did, how much jail time would it take for you to turn over on them?
It says Overland Park in Merriam.
Close enough.
Man,
look,
jail time, it'd take handcuffs.
Yeah, look, number one, it's a poorly worded question. If Zach did something that I didn't do and I got pinned for it, they wouldn't even have to threaten me with jail time. I would turn his ass in so quick. And Fitz.
Oh, hell yes.
Why am I going to... The question should be, how much time, like, if you both did it, but only you got caught, then when are you turning them in?
Now, that's a good question.
That makes you think.
You talk to an attorney.
I'd probably wait till I got to the jail.
I'm not thinking twice about who I'm turning in if I didn't do it. I don't care who you are.
I'm waiting for an attorney so they can get all the paperwork done, and then I can rat you out for my plea bargain.
I'll be too busy crying. No, Fridget did it! He did it!
Some bad cops if you think I did something.
Because you're a sweet little angel.
Yeah. Using fake IDs in Lubbock, Texas. What a loser. If I saw you steal an ATV or a gator from a local university and I saw it on camera, I would rat you out so fast. I'd be like, that's right. Isn't that at Riley_Gates?
That happened.
Now, let me remind you, someone stole the gator from the football stadium during bowl season. Let me remind you of the great story of my fraternity brothers who stole a golf cart from the country club back in the day. So I immediately wondered if they had visited Manhattan over the holidays to rekindle their criminal behavior. This is a perfect example of it. There was a lot of us in on that crime. That crime showed up on Crime Stoppers. We all could have profited from this crime.
Yeah.
And no, it took an ex-girlfriend of one of the guys that actually stole the golf cart to rat him out. So what is the lesson here, guys? Don't tell your women stuff, man. Keep it in the guy club. Don't tell the ladies anything. They will sell your butt out at the first chance they get for $1 or a smile. Doesn't matter. They will turn you into the cops. Keep it within the club, fellas.
Snitches get stitches.
Funny story. Last night I was on the elevator going down to the floor level at Bramlage. I was in the elevator with someone with a radio, and they asked, "Where's the 3-seat gator at?" And it took every ounce in my body to not mutter "stolen."
At my house.
Oh, wow.
I got one more. I got one more question. From Tim's burner account.
Okay.
What do you think? Will you sample Bud Light Seltzer?
Absolutely. I'm eagerly waiting the release.
I'm brand loyal to White Claw. I'm just kidding. I'll try it.
That's what's amazing to me is that I find out Anheuser-Busch actually has 2 other seltzer products already.
Natty.
Lives.
Natty and, what was the weird one?
Lives. I think it's Lives.
No, it was like 2 names. It was I've seen it, but I can't.
Crooks and Makers?
That's not it.
I don't know.
Anyhow, Natty's been doing so well. I don't know. I guess it's like beer. You got multiple beers. The seltzer market's going to be so big. By putting Bud Light on it, makes it feel more approachable for guys.
I'm very excited for the Bud Light seltzer.
Bon and Viv. It's not Live. Bon and Viv. That is Anheuser-Busch's. Sorry.
Weird product.
Yes, I'm counting down the days.
4 flavors. And when did black cherry become the raspberry of this day?
Black cherry's delicious.
Remember, we all went through the raspberry phase where everything had a raspberry, and now everything has a black cherry.
I like white cherry Gatorade. Is that the same?
I don't understand the difference of the cherry colors.
I thought cherry was red.
Massive confusion on my part.
I don't see colors.
Okay.
That's it for the podcast. We're going to just stop now because we ran out of stuff, and honestly, I need to cough. This has been the Power Cat Overtime Podcast, sponsored by The Fridge. These guys are shutting it down. I'm excited you've been here, and if you're still listening to this, I owe you a cookie.
You've been listening to the Power Cat Overtime Podcast, presented by Fridge Wholesale Liquor. Power Cat Podcast. All rights reserved. GoPowerCat.com and Spirit Street Publishing.
With Blue Link Plus, you can access your Hyundai Tucson Limited remotely. Doors unlocked, temperature set, lost car found.
There it is.
Get complimentary class-leading Blue Link Plus. Call 562-314-4603 for complete details.